As a leader, you're always looking for investments you could make that will have a high return. This year, you could potentially expand into new markets. You could introduce new products. You could take over an existing company. There are many different things you could do to expand the organization and get a return on your investment. But all of those represent risk. I have an investment that would be just about a sure thing. High payoff, low risk, but great discomfort. Are you willing to try it? I'll share it with you in this video. Many leaders go through the year working in their teams, in their organization, in their roles. What they don't spend a lot of time doing is working on the organization or on the team or on their role. What's the difference? Years ago, there was a book introduced that was revolutionary for small business owners. It was called The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. The E-Myth introduced this concept that owners should spend time working on the business and not just in the business. You see, small business owners get trapped in the day-to-day operations of their businesses, wearing many hats and just flying through the week, taking care of task after task, working on projects, etc. What they don't spend a lot of time doing is working on the business, creating strategies and visions, investing in their team members, developing themselves as leaders. That's working on the business and on themselves as leaders. With a background in business coaching, I used to work with owners over a 2-year period to help them to work on themselves and their businesses, to reach new levels of success that they had previously not been able to reach. So my message to you in all this is to consider this high payoff return on investment, which is working on your team, working on yourself, working on your organization. What does that look like? For the team, it's taking them through a team development program. One of the programs that I offer is called the 5 Behaviors of a Cohesive Team, based on the writings of Patrick Lencioni. You've probably heard of the 5 Dysfunctions book, a business bestseller for decades. That program helps a team to work on themselves, on behaviors that they need to succeed as a team. The willingness to have uncomfortable conversations, to be vulnerable and authentic, to build trust, to truly commit, not half-heartedly, truly, even if you disagree, to hold each other accountable, not just expect accountability to come from the senior-most leader, and to create a pathway to sustained results with less stress, more enjoyment. But it takes time and it's uncomfortable. And most leaders feel like, I don't have time for that. We've got so much work to do. Remember the E-Myth? It's the same thing. Do you really have so much work to do that you can't work on the team and how it could work better together? How about on the organization? What does that look like? Minding the culture, ensuring that the values that undergird the culture are being lived out in the organization. And those that aren't living the values are given an opportunity to improve and live and operate in accordance with the values, to nurture the culture, or to be invited out. When the culture starts getting frayed at the edges by people that are not living in accordance with the values that support the culture, if they don't maintain the rituals that support the culture, if they don't train others to understand what the culture is, and to help them to understand as a new member of the team, what is our culture and how do we live that out? And you as the leader representing the values of the culture, then the culture starts to erode. That's just one way of working on the organization. What about on yourself, on your role? Where are you neglecting your leadership? What can you do to become a stronger and more effective leader inside your organization? Have you taken time to contemplate that and really work on that, as opposed to just continue to mow through all the tasks and projects and various initiatives that you have? Obviously, those are all demanding and high priority, but taking time out for yourself, perhaps through coaching, through being in a mentoring relationship with another leader outside of your organization, being in a mastermind group, whatever it is, going to a retreat, going through your own skill development programs, whatever it is, working on yourself and on your role as a leader will pay dividends. So consider, what will you work on this year besides all the other work that's on your agenda? Will you work on your team, on your organization, or on yourself? If you want to make it a banner year with all kinds of return on investment, you might do all three. I hope this video has helped you to contemplate the idea of working in versus working on and how it applies to you and your organization and your team. If you have your own thoughts about it, please place them in the comments. If you would like to learn more, please visit the website, BAEREXecutiveCoach.com, or email me at michael@BAEREXecutiveCoach.com. I'd be more than happy to work with you on any or all of the three mentioned in this video. I specialize in helping people to work on something for great return on investment over time. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and view other videos here that are released weekly to help leaders just like you be more successful and effective in a sustainable way. Thank you very much.